Okay, at this station you're going to be learning about and revising and working on your body paragraph. We're going to focus on three things. One is going to be how to restate and answer the question and transition into our paragraph. The next is going to be how to cite evidence before we give our quotes and supply our evidence. And the third thing we're going to look at is explaining and elaborating our quote or our evidence and linking it back to our argument for that paragraph. So the way I start this paragraph is to support this claim. My example claim is that the opportunities that America's first factories provided for young women did outweigh the hardships they experienced there because of the new social experiences that the mills opened up, the skills that they learned, and the financial opportunities. So the one that I'm writing my body paragraph on are the financial opportunities. So in order to start this paragraph about those financial opportunities, I need to restate the question in the form of an answer. So I'm going to say, one of the most significant financial opportunities that America's first factories provided for young women was the ability to earn more money than they would be able to in any other type of work. So I've answered the question and essentially stating my argument. I continue in the second sentence. The financial opportunities that the mills provided for young women were so significant that thousands of girls left their homes and traveled to the Lowell mills to seek employment. These first two sentences are my R and my A, where I'm restating the question and I'm answering it. And it lets my reader know what this paragraph is going to be about. What one argument am I going to be discussing and providing evidence for in this paragraph? What I would like you guys to do, step one, is going to be to go into your response, go to your body paragraph, and I want you to highlight what you have for your R and for your A. How do you start your paragraph? If you don't restate the question and if you don't answer it using your argument for that paragraph, now's the time to go in and fix that. Spend a couple minutes fixing that. So as soon as I finish talking now, you guys can pause the video and then click play when you finish. So go ahead and pause now. Okay. Now that you've revised your topic sentence, your R and your A of your paragraph, we're going to talk a little bit about citing evidence. How I cite evidence here, I do it in a couple of sentences before I give my quote. And when we cite evidence, we want to provide who the creator is, what type of source it is, and the date. Those three things are crucial so that our reader understands what this evidence is. So one of these young girls was Mary Styles Paul. In a series of letters that she writes to her father between 1845 and 1848, Paul discusses many of the opportunities that attracted her to work in the Lowell mills. And then I continue in the next sentence. In one letter from 1845, she writes, and then I give my quote. So I say who it is. It's Mary Styles Paul. The type of source, a series of letters that she writes to her father between 1845 and 1848. So this is my citing of my evidence all the way up until I start that quote. So step two, I would like you to go back to your response, and anywhere in your body paragraph where you're citing evidence before a quote or before a piece of evidence, I want you to highlight what you have. The next step is going to be go in and look at, do I have the creator, do I have the type of source, and do I have the date? If not, you need to figure out how you can work that in naturally. All right, and there's many ways that you can form this introducing your quote. So again, what you can do is after you do that, you can resume the video. Go ahead and pause here and complete that step. So pause here. Okay, now that we've worked with citing evidence, the last thing that we want to look at right now is after our evidence. So the quote that I supply is, I can earn more to begin with than I can anywhere about here. So what I need to do with that quote now is I need to do two things. I need to explain the quote, and then I need to elaborate it. And we'll discuss how those are different. So this is how I explain it in this paragraph. Mary Styles Paul is referring to the amount of money that she can be paid by working in the mills, and compares it to the wages that she could earn if she stayed and found a job in Vermont. This is my explanation. I'm essentially saying what that quote means in my own words. I'm explaining it to my reader. Elaboration is a little bit different than explanation because now I'm taking it one step further. I'm linking my explanation and I'm linking that evidence back up to my argument. And remember, my argument is financial opportunities, and it's an opportunity that the factories provided for her. So here's my elaboration. I say, for her, the financial opportunity that the Lowell Mills provided most certainly outweighed the hardships that she experienced there. So I'm taking what I've explained and I'm linking it back up to that claim. All right? So what I would like you guys to do, the last step here, is I want you to identify these two parts. I want you to identify your explanation of your evidence and highlight it. And then I want you to, after that, identify your elaboration. Some people will be missing the elaboration. And if that's the case, now's the time to go in and fix that. Remember, your elaboration is taking that quote, taking that evidence, and explaining how it argues what your argument for that paragraph is. So you're going to go up and you have to look at, does this match my argument, and what can I say here? So I'm saying the financial opportunity provided outweighed the hardships. All right, and it's for her. So for Mary Stiles Paul, based on this quote, that's what she's saying. Okay, so as soon as the video ends, you can go in and identify those. Those are going to be the three things we're looking for this station. You want to make sure that your body paragraph contains these. All right, it's very important that we have that surrounding our evidence. If there's any parts of the video that you missed or need clarification on, feel free to go back and watch again. All right, thank you.